In today's video, I am going to be breaking down my top 5 favorite devices and training equipment that you can use with your players. This first one is actually not that expensive and is probably the best one out of them all, in my own personal opinion. I have 4 of these, and that is a heavy basketball. This is a 6-pound one. There are others that I've got that are 3-pound. So basically, I have 2 that are 6-pound, 2 that are 3-pound, and they're fantastic. This one that is on here, I think, is a 3-pound one. And of course, all of these devices are having links down in the description below. This is the Baden, whatever, Skill Coach Heavy Trainer. And personally, these are fantastic. You can get a player to have fantastic strength and cardio workouts with these if you're just using them for 2-ball dribbling drills for like 20 minutes. That is a fantastic cardio workout as well as a strength workout. It will improve your handles. It will definitely improve your shot if you're looking to shoot the basketball from further away. I would not be using the 6-pound one for shooting with younger players. If they're older, like in their 20s, yeah, you probably could. It's not going to mess up your shot after about 20 minutes after using it. You have to remember that after you use a heavy basketball, a regular basketball will feel much lighter, but it won't stick around. That effect doesn't stay. Overall, fantastic device. And really, when we start looking at it, it's fantastic. This one's double the weight, so this is probably like a 2.5-pound ball. And it's the official size. This one has that leather. They come in leather, they come in rubber. I use the rubber outside, leather inside. They get fantastic reviews. Nobody has a 1 and 2 star on these guys. Overall, it's a fantastic equipment and device for any basketball player to have. If you're serious on trying to improve your dribbling or even your shot, this is definitely something that you are going to want to have. Now, this next piece of equipment is really not that expensive. It's $9. I think I grabbed mine like 15 years ago for like $5 or less. I think it was $2. I can't remember. It wasn't all that much money. It's just basically a rubber ball that has all these different nipples on it. And basically what it does is it's called a reaction ball. And essentially what you do is there's so many different things that you could do. It's a fantastic game for little kids because you could just have one kid like 10, 15 feet away, you drop the ball, it bounces everywhere, and then you tell the little kid to go dribble your basketball and try to get that reaction ball before it starts rolling. Get it while it's still bouncing. And believe me, like this ball goes like this and it just goes in any random direction. And it really helps players trying to coordinate, obviously dribbling, but also trying to keep their eye off the basketball, trying to catch a ball that's just has no mean into whatever direction it's going to go in. Fantastic. You can also use this as a player without a partner. You can be dribbling your basketball. You can be also trying to dribble this at the same time. Keep it dribbling because guess what? You're going to dribble it. It's going to go 15 feet that way. You need to go chase it down and dribble it again before it starts rolling. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of cardio, but it will really improve your ball handling skills a ton. Now, this is just a big piece of equipment, really. This is not one specific device. Obviously, pylons, you could use shoes. It doesn't matter. Skipping ropes are fantastic, but the thing that I got here, right here, is the most important thing, and that is the agility ladder. You don't have to go out and buy an agility ladder. Like, this is $35. It's not that expensive. But you can just use tape. I've got a video on my football channel where I just duct taped my driveway, and it literally stayed there for a whole year until winter when we started shoveling, and I ripped up all the tape half the tape when I was shoveling. Half the tape, not all of it. That duct tape from the dollar store was very, very good. But basically, an agility ladder. You don't need anything fancy. You can tape down an agility ladder. It doesn't matter. And you can do so much with an agility ladder. Foot speed is extremely important with young basketball players, even old basketball players. We're seeing players like Kai Sotto who are really trying to focus on their foot speed because they're 7 feet tall. Maybe they really haven't worked on their foot speed before. They need that fast twitch muscle. They need that Achilles to be quick. That is going to be what you need to become the kind of to the next level, to be able to play defense at a high level and to attack the basket at a high level. Overall, fantastic device. Obviously, skipping rope is something that's useful. You could use the parachute. That's not something that I've ever used with a player, but a lot of people have. You can use these bands. Bands are in general really good, depending on how you use them, obviously, when it comes to basketball training. But I should be doing a video this summer about resistance band training, so stay tuned for that. Now, when I used to train and coach players out in Oakville, I used to coach for an Oakville rep basketball team, which is kind of like our version of AAU up here in Canada. And their facility had one of these, and I used it a lot for myself because I would get there like 2 hours before practice and just take an hour and a half worth of shots, which is probably one of the reasons why my shot is really good for those players who know me. But basically, for $3,000, this is a ridiculously expensive device. Obviously, you need to also have a basketball net, so that is also another added expense. You don't have to have any special net. You don't need to have a $3,000 Goalrilla that goes into the ground. You could use a regular basketball net that this would then just sit underneath of. However, if you're going to spend $3,000 on this, you might as well go out and get an in-ground net because it's going to be more game-like than obviously just a thing that I got in my driveway right now. So this is something that is extremely expensive. Not many people will be able to afford something like this just to take some shots with. When I get my own gym and training facility, I will be getting one of these. I've used these in my own training sessions before with facilities that have these. So, in my opinion, this is literally the best thing that you could ever buy if you're a basketball player, and it's just not cheap. Like, you're looking at $3,000 for a cheap one, and upwards of $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 for a good one. And this is the one I would personally get if I was buying one today. The nice thing with the Dr. Dish, I know there's a million trillion different other names out there, but there is so many things that these Dr. Dish do. So it does track your makes and misses. It does track, of course, different workouts and training stuff that you could do with them. It has over 150 different workouts and drills that you can do. You can create custom drills. You can do just so much, and you can also see your stats, which is really cool as well. You can have competitions for up to 3 players. You can use it indoor or outdoor, like I was mentioning. And it can basically give a 180-degree passing range. So overall, this is just a fantastic device. I love the Dr. Dish machines, and I think that they are literally the best. And this is not a sponsored video whatsoever. This is not sponsored at all. If Dr. Dish wants to sponsor me when I get my own gym, I'm going to be obviously contacting them and see if they would like to sponsor me and maybe give me one of these for free. But either way, I absolutely love this. Once I get a Dr. Dish training device or passer, 100%, a lot of my videos is going to be situated around that because I think it is the greatest device of all time. VertiMax is, of course, another training device a lot of trainers use. I've used it. Again, facilities that have it, I don't own one. I'm not about to go out and spend a lot of money on something like this, just mainly because there's other ways of being able to get the same training down. However, if you've got the money, then you can set up different pulley systems with this VertiMax, and it's really going to help your ability to jump. But you can have it stationary, you can have it attached to your belt, you can run away from the device dribbling the basketball. It really works on a lot. However, again, same idea. There's resistance bands that you can buy, and if you have a partner with you, they can just hold you back. So in reality, VertiMax is fantastic. It's not cheap either. However, like, you can just get friends to hold down resistance bands that it's attached onto a belt, and again, same thing. You can literally do everything that this does without actually buying it. But if you were to want to buy it, and this is not sponsored at all, you're looking at like 4,600, 3,500. There's this like Raptor one that's like standing up, and it's like $2,000. So everything that these do, you can do yourself with just resistance bands. You don't need a Vertimax. However, at the same time, it allows you to work out by yourself without friends having to hold you back. Literally hold you back with bands. But either way, yeah, these are my top 5 training devices. I'm going to say right now, the best training device is a Dr. Dish. However, at the same time, probably only 1% of you who are watching this video could even afford or even want to buy one of these. What I would suggest is to get a heavy basketball. These things range from $20 and up. If you can get a rubber outdoor one, that's terrible. I would not recommend buying a $20 one because it feels bad. However, you can get like a good one from like $35 and up, and it's going to drastically improve your game. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.